Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good morning. November 17th, 2022. Today is November 17, 2022. Of course, with me, the People's Power there, Kashi Day, Comrade joining me. And we want to bring one with young brother, where they are the part of the APC grassroots movements, the young people of the APC party. You know, so we believe, say, not to future leaders of tomorrow. That nonsense talk when they talk. It didn't pass here on gray. And they tell you for begin inside for can participate in politics. We're young, they say no get experience. What they can do now? But when they don't, they say future leaders of tomorrow. But anyways, some people, you know, there's we can focus more so on this PPRC, you know, in letter way, right? The scathing report by the PPRC chairman. We can focus also on NEC because again, now 40 days so tomorrow, people's power they remind me now. Tomorrow they make 40 days after the completion of the registration process. When NEC chairman Mohamed Kenne wake on not even for announce the numbers from the registration. We know say there are hundreds of thousands of people waiting for register inside our country. But however, Mohamed Kenne wake on, they can tell we the numbers back because we know what's the numbers, but we wait for them and it don't violate the rules and regulations now. Not for announce the results, you know, in 40 days. But we can discuss all that. But I remind Salon people and something very critical and important now as well. Today make 218 days well left for elections. 218 days. And inside APC young calendar right now, APC get 174 days because inside these 218 days, now 44 days left for them to conduct lower level elections. 44 days now in left because they for conduct lower level elections from November 1 when the ruling them mature to December 31st. All lower level elections for not conduct now for not finish all the lower level election them. So 44 days now in left for finish the lower level elections them. Then inside we check down that 44 days there. Now 174 days now in left now for election. Some people will say that thing there.
When you call dates there, so it is very crucial. So to make kind of a mind dish, no.
Absolutely.
APC, according to the date, the date where the PPRC boss give APC the 24th of January, APC literally gets about 68 days. After that 68 days, according to the PPRC boss, APC within that 68 days cannot partake in the election. 68 days.
Beautiful, Kashi. And that even make them very important and poignant for Lewi brother Ibrahim Sori, when I the chairman for the TIMEC, the TIIEMC, the body where the committee were responsible for conduct all lower level elections. If I take note about this very important timing now, and that is why important for them continue and begin one term for give we the dates them, and then we continue for go ahead with these lower level elections immediately because time is not on our side. Brother Ibrahim, sorry for take note of this very, very important point and the timing because everything that the APC as a political party now, then on. Even the ITGC don't become almost irrelevant at this particular point in time. The ITGC na ferry the fed up so because when the TIMEC put out the date for the lower level elections them, that's the end of it. So we know say at this particular point, nobody not going to disrupt the process. The PPRC chairman in that audio, that interview we do on radio, it make them very clear. It said no extraneous factors. And Cashbox to that point say, now make we try to understand why the PPRC chairman in this letter now he writes against Alfred Peter Conte, as damning as it is, as scathing as it is, as brutal. You know, it was very brutal. I like the posture of the PPRC chairman. But why it continues with this lordship, where you talk about is the concern. Because Fisher no go stop this process. Fisher no count any other ruling again, who can stop this process. We know say the PPRC chairman don't make them clear on various occasions, say Alfred Peter Conte is the deviant. In order to give the names they want to need for even complete the TIMEC. The transitional interim another election management committee. Alfred Peter Conte no agree give the names from when they ask him over 1 month ago for they give your name of the people who for constitute the TIMEC for the body be legally constituted. But however, the body has been legally constituted and what for the APC people and no say TIMEC don't complete and the chairman of TIMEC, lawyer Ibrahim Sori, therefore starts the process immediately for go ahead with the lower level elections them because Fisher no go can make any changes again at this particular point for impede the progress of the APC party. If Fisher na want bring wahala in our country, if Fisher na the problem, we therefore destroy the APC as a party, we can know because a lot of people Fisher and Cashbox will go discuss all land the ins and outs and the what ifs. Where some Fisher go out for Kandunaya for damage the prospect of the APC party, not for win the elections in 2023, or not for even get a flag bearer. Fisher, we go see what he want for Kandu. If Fisher want bring one other country there for destroy APC party, because there is no decision where Fisher for take again at this particular point in time. The ruling was very clear. The rulings are not mature. 60 days, APC for going to a lower level elections. Lawyer Ibrahim Sori, they're on the preparation now. Forget the APC party for going to a lower level elections then. So nothing should stop us. Lawyer Ibrahim Sori for continuing now on this trajectory. I want to make this one appeal again to people. I see, especially with brother and sister already at Twitter. I see when they engage and repeat content too much na Twitter. Una left for encouragement. Una get attention. And some people, the way you get attention, they dive on that attention. They enjoy the attention. Alfred Peter content tweets them. Alexia, una go there, una go tell her all how una feel. But to go there this day, una observe no more. Alfred Peter content tweet. Nobody not comments there. Let him go the back up. Let them go comments there. Una left for get attention. Matter of fact, una unfollow him from Twitter. Una no need for follow him. The days of ITGC is over. The only person una for pay attention on Honorable Kagbo. Now the only person that go pay attention to self small now. But at this particular point, the ITGC is over. Una unfollow Alfred Peter Conte from Twitter. I didn't listen to this message tonight. If you follow Alfred Peter Conte, go and follow Ram. Una left for listen to Ram. Una left for look him. Una left for see what they write. Una not follow him.
That's a very, very crucial point. I think this guy it gets too much attention where you know deserve.
No.
When you talk, they make a remember one thing. Like me mama, because me papa like that person will not be the beat. But me mama na be the like if he say he don't get better then I be always the beat. And me papa can always they say where Musu the beat speaking, may nobody not tell her make he left. Because the moment una say he left, that they tell they continue. In fact, even we self working the beat, we pray to God, when boss don't say, hey Musu dear left her now, sorry for him. Because the moment they tell her so that they tell the vex for beats back.
See?
That's what Alfred Peter Conte don't sound like.
Yes.
I think we get unnecessary attention and they continue for damage the country. Make all man just ignore him and I feel say we for unfollow him.
Absolutely. Anybody where they follow on Twitter, if you know so you mean well for the APC party, unfollow them. This very moment where they listen to this message, go on Twitter, you unfollow them, click on them. Una forget about them. Una not think of us say they exist, chef. At this particular point, una left and get the grassroots that are tongue now. They know waiting for do for take care of that side. Una left for where go tweet some more. Una go there una the comments. They lack the attention. Una get unnecessary attention. Now we mind, we eyes. Everything is on Timek. Lawyer Ibrahim Sori is the fine gentleman.
Let's go follow Ibrahim Sori right now. Exactly, that's the point.
Right.
That's the person what we need for the talk to now.
Right. Unfortunately, brother Ibrahim Sori is so conservative, Cashbox, that I don't even get Twitter because ask Esther, they don't get Twitter, bruh. So, but
Ibrahim, that's not an excuse, and that's not being conservative.
Well,
only the people that are conservative around the world. Ibrahim, these are the carelessness by leaders.
Well,
they're supposed to get the kind of accounts they have for make them able to communicate to the people. The best leaders them in the world, they do use Twitter for God's sake, Ibrahim. The attitude of these guys, where it's so I don't know why. Anyway,
meaning no, the conservative party within they on them pass them because Boris Johnson get Twitter page.
Thank you.
All the we now BC then the party the name the part of the party then get Twitter page.
Gashi
Ibrahim,
yes,
the people salon problem, most salon problem, no get respect for social media. They only get respect for social media if they talk something about the negatively, they tell them they worry. If he at this 21st century Ibrahim, so on contrary, even the Christmas the tweet, then get Twitter page. I don't know. I think they don't understand the reason or the purpose of them platform they are. That's how they share. Leader not in at the world, with a world leader, where you not in at Twitter. By right, if you know somebody, we very, very, we a critical thinker. If you follow all the leaders and the world leaders, and both present and past.
Exactly.
All. Me not with no boosters, but they follow them all.
Yeah.
They all are they follow. Then
do you know Donald Trump used to use Twitter for drive the market?
Absolutely.
Use Twitter. The certain thing that they went Donald Trump, they talk, you see, the markets, they kind of like go with waiting Donald Trump, and they kind of like predict the next move and begin to say, oh, you know, see, let me can go kind of like buy shares here now based on waiting Donald Trump say that Twitter.
Absolutely.
How can you tell me you're not on Twitter? Anyway, that's not the point, because again, you don't lecture people about social media, about Twitter, about this, you know, these platforms. How did they move life and all that? Again, that respect they don't get for the people. You need for communicate. I like somebody they use stop a game for actually, you know, communicate. And if you get respect for them, use them for being able to communicate with these people. This is utter disrespect, man.
Ibrahim, you know, when they talk just now, the actual days we left for APC, the actual days we left for like APC get themselves together for election 146 days.
Within
because
146 days.
Yes, mind you. Where the 60 days though, if in case then get the lower level election, because me I say now in case if in case they get 28 days for them to choose flag bearer.
Right.
They get 28 days. We be saying no for pass back to 20 days for them to choose flag bearer.
When at January 24.
So you know, Ibrahim, as you say, we the PPRC chairman don't write a letter, a fine, right? Beautiful thing them. You undress Alfred Peter Conte, naked them in because that's what you call them. Say in dog them. Say because in dog they get for come just for come talk rubbish. We agree, but the team me know they always agree with him.
Comrade.
In letter, he make a clear say na get power over political party there, and nobody dey remote him. So I wonder now what to make it feel say na Fisher in judgment for make it decide who to for decide. That is my problem. If you don't talk say by letter I tell out of the say that is an issue, we don't want the remote, they don't under somebody. They don't talk say na they get responsibility for regulate political party them. We all know. So Fisher, you judgment now.
Go ahead. Again, I asked a question yesterday to you. The guy make a clear say in a political party they regulate, and then it say the APC as it is, the ITGC, it's a like na body way formed by the court. It don't get power over them. And then I ask you the question. It means APC is not a political party as we speak.
You know, Comrade Nkashi.
It's not a political party. It is not. It is not recognized in that salon right now, because if Abdullah Magoya cannot regulate them, then they are not a political party.
No, it is. What you make the man the demand they want play like we they say Koniman game per week. And the Koniman game, I don't call it salon. And this Koniman game, I ain't for go back so about 20 years. I think I for culture as salon Koniman game. Ibrahim Cashbox push power. If this man don't tell the world say by letter that is an independent, is no we nobody the remote, and don't like anybody. Then now if they want to tell me say now,
you know, Comrade.
Fisher na Inge na decide for party. Ibrahim, let me tell you something. 10 years ago, we Banja Jasi take SL to court when the APC of Anes Kumar not been get nothing for do with the for influence the team. Nobody paid the competition. In fact, the court for tell us say when I go and una matter that we only can waste time for political party business. You see, let me tell you something, Ibrahim. The APC party, their future left at the hand.
Come on, I want to go back to that point. Sorry.
I really want to restart
the reason why.
Go ahead, Kashi.
Yeah, the reason we want to go back to that point, now the fact that based on what the PPRC man say, and then based on what you say, according to a letter, it say in an independent body where they regulate political parties. And if he say he don't get power for regulate the APC at the moment, because it is like a court ruling where from the IGTC, I always get a mix up ITGC or IGTC, right?
You got it.
If he say he don't get the power for regulate the APC right now, it means the APC is not a political party as we speak.
Kashi, Comrade, People's Power, everybody.
That tells you, Kashi, that tells you political parties them therefore go to PPRC before they go court. Now PPRC now in the regulate political party. And let me tell you, Cashbox.
Thank you.
The court order and the court ruling, you understand it? Now in they make the PPRC know how to put on for APC business, because if the PPRC can put allegations, they say contempt of court. They say you don't do contempt of court. Waiting the court say now you do, not to waiting PPRC say, because now court now they go You don't see all the children they do so. If a PPRC now be tell them say we go do this, we go do that, they not do. A PPRC they come in and say okay, and two tell us no not do this, we not do. So we go and do so. But now the court now tell the APC party say the ITGC tell the ITGC say we go do this, and do this. So if now Abdullah Masiade Bagua can't tell the ITGC no, we not follow what the court say. Now what the PPRC say. That is a problem.
No, let me come in.
Allow the APC to court.
No, let me come in. No, not the PPRC will stop somebody for go courts. Our law established are very clear. Now, I mean the PPRC chairman to be somebody who in a lawyer will be known to magistrate or judge. For telling see anything, any decision we do happen in the court. The person the way they help with the commissioner. Now somebody will be say you already know what's in the court they decide if he write it or write to the forensic take the appropriate actions. If we take APC in a court, there's something will happen. The PPRC chairman, when a lawyer or magistrate or judge understand exactly the ruling. If that two say it affect the commission in interpretation.
Before you go to court, if you get any problem on a party, before you go, now people actually possible for go.
No, Dandy, no, let me just add. Anybody in a political party member get right for take in party in a court if he not satisfied. Not to executive member.
Why
chairman. No, let me just come. No, wait. No, mix up things. The PPRC chairman, they deal with the party executive, not to party members. It only regulate the party executive. The party members then get right to the party for taken to any level they want. Because the chairman they deal with the entire membership, they deal with the leadership of the party. So in your regulation, now the leadership. Now make it we say because the leadership they now not to elected leadership, now court give them, you need to get direct dealings with them. But everybody get right for taking party if you get chance. The only thing the man understand the ruling. You understand the ruling very well. We be say for no say as a lawyer, as a magistrate, for no say this ruling we shall do so. According to this time, in as much as you want to tell me that excuse, wait to me. I disagree with that excuse. Say because of the court giving committee, the court copy am. Say this committee, now they take up APC. Now they for talk to. For them, I don't say the man deliberates. Kasi let me just laugh. For them, this man deliberates. The man may not call them up a meeting 1 or 2 times or 3 times. If you don't make anything for the why we don't call them a meeting? This same ITGC will say now court give them. So some actions are deliberate.
No, come with. You know, APC. I don't know if like Natonton walk and up and down walk they don't put on a pan because what you they tell me so right now. Yes, like you will say, oh, in an ideal world, like you just like waiting. People's power make the points back. Say, well, the PPRC for not make sure say APC. Like again, we ask the question. Say even when they say the last executive was illegal, did PPRC ever write letter to the executive and say, oh, they're not legal? Prior to them going to court, did PPRC ever do that? And
PPRC know the executive legal because they may get reconstruct what they say, but election is election.
Questions they will ask. These are the questions they will ask. We know the dodgy game where they play, but again, let me go back to the point. The talk so say that the PPRC man, now lawyer, is supposed to know the rules of the ruling official. But who are the fool who that Naya? Because if PPRC boss supposed to know, say know the ruling, need for know the detail of the ruling. Why is he writing a letter for tell we say, oh, he not able to regulate APC, he not able to pass decision because if he do under contempt of court, it is up to able to call Fisher his lordship. Why is he doing that?
Because the man don't see the APC party don't take a trajectory, we will not need to stop them. Now you want can play in the game where they say they will play that game to a cash box. This is not the first time for the APC to have APC.
We are asking.
Let me tell and say not take the court case for give that man advantage because of the court you not get it right. Cash box APC don't get court case. It's not the first time this. APC before we come to power 2007 between 2002 and 2005 we get 12 court case. Former president government different court cases. So now him make tell us in the life for them no see not so true. Why even don't they engage this particular committee? Why don't they call them? If you don't ever get right, why even don't they call them? It just one because let me tell something. Can see the APC guys will not stand up, and these guys should not have to then go for them. Then they reverse. So for pulling in, say no to we not get power. He's not changed the truth. That's where I know it is true. It do well for right and Peter Conte tell them, but it's how it's dishonest for telling you don't get power over them. You don't get power over them. You don't call them so many steps for talk to them. Why we don't do it? So we have to understand the man and trajectory. They want to agree. You know, get power. He get the power for this particular team here. He get the power. Just want to try for play corny game for medicine and not lie. They are part of the problem. So if you don't write a letter, if you feel say honest, it's high time. Let's talk. Say okay, you know what? Me and the PPRC chairman, nobody tell me. As the court say, the court don't tell me say low wait to lower level election from the 1st of December. Now me as the chairman, I don't endorse them. Una council, una candidate, una ready because you don't already know the problem. Una ready, una candidate, and they approve them. You know, that's not like content. You know, nothing for those fisher ruling. That's what. If the man is honest, you know, say they copy them. If it's a big judgment, they copy the PPRC chairman. Why copy them? Because you see that they regulate the APC party them. If so you don't all the parties, then copy him. He's lying. That's yes, because then copy him. If you don't make copy the man, but the next time go say it's talk, then copy him. When they make decision, people let me just land. Law play to this man in rhetoric, sir.
No, we need for play in Toram. We need for play. These are not rhetorics. These are not rhetorics. We need for play in Toram, comrade. Because now in Sayam, and then not only in the Sayam, the actions are there to back it up to what they say. So we have to.
So that's no cash into that. No, that is why we need to play to everything. Because if we play to everything, we said a lost sense of objective. We don't play into them anymore. Let them play into we, the people of Sierra Leone. No, they're not playing to we. They're not playing to we for 4 years plus. They come to 5 years. This time around, they're not say the APC party not ready for. They're not ready for taking the party, and then they take them in a brutal way. So for let them not get, for let APC they can put it and they say, not to we not get power. He is lying. Then copy him. When they copy him, why he call them permitted so many times? If the man honest and based on what he don't see, it's high time to tell the APC.
So it goes back. So does that mean like because based on what he said, does that mean that this guy, Ibrahim Sori, that the person now will take the responsibility for do everything for make sure
exactly
gets the election?
Exactly. Ibrahim Sori get a mandate, see, if I make a lower level election. And Ibrahim Sori understands, see, like even the court, you know, if Peter Conte forgive 10 people, the APC give 14 people. So if Peter Conte don't fail, if the APC will fail, Ibrahim Sori will get the responsibility for say, if we're not got also person, and they ask the ITPC for
would he ever say that? Would he say
no,
that?
he's supposed to. He's supposed to. If he's honest, he's supposed to say Kasi. Because if he said no student here now, if he said no student here, we're going to have problem with him and the media. Because it's high time not tell the person what he need to know. When they begin to now say, we don't tell us, say, from now to Monday, we want to let it make a statement. Let it tell me the possible not give you. If the APC not give them 14 people, let them know. If the Peter Conte not give 10 people, let them know. Then here comes the responsibility now for the request for the balance problem because time is not in our favor. Like always say time. So Ibrahim Sori get the responsibility, Kashi. He says now getting your responsibility. This that tender the crack all my like over hit because we they look at the people we get problem. The PPRC chairman don't talk. The Abdulkabo faction don't talk. We don't see the way Peter Conte will work in the PPRC.
Give Peter Conte a timeline for saying
he's supposed to. Kashi, we don't Ibrahim Sori get that responsibility. He's supposed to do it.
No, wait and say yes, because like we all know Abukago don't tell we say he don't submit in 14, which we don't need to go according to Abukago because these days we have to be mindful. But
fine,
Abraham Sori get the responsibility for confirm that and also give a timeline to Alfred Peter Conte say if you do not give me, I'm going to carry on. Would they do that?
Yeah, exactly. This time around, Ibrahim Sori if you don't come to the place, say well, this committee, whether the Tutama committee. One part or not going to give me problem for lack of below level pulling hit because if you not talk to it, meaning instances forget would be talk about from Monday coming. Because supposed to tell people now say, hey, people and I mean the chairman where they say for conduct lower level election. But both parties not give me nobody the people them or one party not give me nobody and if that's the case and they continue with the lower level election because it's a member of APC. Everybody's supposed for tell me say it's sincere. Let me tell you something. This is not about APC. It's about Sierra Leone.
But comrade, now the list of people them wait for this in that election today. Now PPRC, now they for submit the name submit the names to PPRC, then PPRC will submit the names to Ibrahim Sori. I think that's where they go. So which means that PPRC now then get the right now for the party whether ITTC or the all of or the applicable fraction, then give all the balance. Because not all solely therefore ask the party or the ITGC for the balance team. Then now PPRC because now PPRC I didn't go submit names them. Then PPRC give them to Ibrahim Sori comrade.
No. Then they submit that to PPRC and they copy Ibrahim Sori. Ibrahim Sori, if we're able to understand everything that happened, not to say it deaf or blind. Whatever thing they do, committee do they involve is part of the committee. Now court selected, the court talk say now 1410, email 25. So it's a second responsibility for talk to the people. Let me tell the quoting Kasmok says or Ibrahim say they're not going to for the people. Say they don't for talk to them. They're not going to say we don't for talk to nobody. Don't just say too much. We tell me that all man can give excuse. We don't have to take any previous excuse from anybody because everybody gets a responsibility for safe saloon. The people have say this talk for APC. It's not about APC. What is happening as a salon? They're not for not safe if APC not put us together, that's salon the problem. Because this fight is bigger than APC. So at the end of the day, Ibrahim Sori gets a responsibility for make can save APC. He gets a responsibility, which will amuse. He gets a responsibility for save APC. Or else it can work. So if they come, when they begin for can listen, Ibrahim Sori, he will say no. If you say you listen, would they allow Ibrahim Sori say can't tell me? Instead for just one time by the people of Sierra Leone, say you know they talk nothing. Waiting point now, they can't tell me say, hey, no, we know let protest and I say one talk. No. You suppose instead for open place, well, the elections we have for conduct, the dual election, they go to convention. Are not able to get chance for conductor because they're not submit to me. They name them way for add to me for not conduct the election. Or Alfred Peter Conte not give you your name them. Or the APC not give you your name them because nobody talking now. In you now they listen now. In the chairman. Let the post let not talk say let not talk say no we talk not to no talk for you. Instead supposed to talk Ibrahim. Just the corner say they're not going to for the people say they I think they feel big for talk to play. Same thing. How many press conferences they don't make like APC we take go talk? Why you not for go talk as leader of opposition? Now the same thing they say we make so this disrespect to for the people this thing they want to say we know they talk we don't behind the scene then they will left up. Nobody they play to win now they play to them. The people of Sierra Leone is bigger than all the people there. In no cash box let take the country first. Let take as a serious thing for God's sake for once. Let them play for the full people. We are not the fool. The PPRC chairman not go ever tell we say in no get power with the court copy. They say that's what happened. We don't call it permit one or two them. The same letter we write to Alfred Peter Conte with them in that manner. If you put anything there for Conway, for give Fisher, Fisher get your lordship, they talk that foolishness when they call up. So God like this foolishness not stop. But in some way they are playing games when I if understand. So for time for come from that game day because if we begin to get that thing they go tell us okay, Mr. Dog get it right. Then they go to put they compare from court. Why make it in take action? Now we are waiting. Fisher, he will not now say any trouble for Ghana Saluna in the non give the fire for go put up by the fear for explode the country. In don't agree. You don't sell it life, you don't sacrifice everything. You don't sacrifice Saluna for less Saluna like he. But the PPRC chairman, you get for meeting very clear. I don't know say you really sincere cash box right.
Absolutely. You know, on that point now, when it comes to the PPRC chairman. Waiting, I really want to emphasize now, and Comrade and Kashi, you know, all don't talk about that already. You know, the PPRC chairman, where it is continue for claim, say how the ITGC is not a legally constituted organ of the APC party. You know, it goes to this fact, say, at the end of the day, regardless of how, if now the people vote now or now the courts now appoints the executive, the PPRC chairman still gets a responsibility for regulate the APC as a political party. Based on the ruling of the court, the ITGC was part of the court ruling. They formed the ITGC. Within the ITGC, they get a mandate and a responsibility for form the TIMEC, the Transitional, Interim Election Management Committee. So they get a responsibility. The PPRC now for oversee, for ensure, say, both sides within the ITGC, or they come together as one and submit the names them way for constitute, for make the TII EMC become a legally constituted organ within the ITGC. the PPRC chairman cannot exonerate himself now. Yeah, he not go lie per week continuously for tell we say. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, Ibrahim, why should maybe they pass through security?
Right.
This not a game, right? You know, the way APC they now it's like a pass here, no way, a pass here, no way. Any side where you turn at the court, no way. You turn at PPRC, no way. Nothing. And even the people to some extent we're supposed to defend the party, no way. Any side now a pass here, no way. That's so APC don't sound like, because like what you they talk so how did you now you supposed to regulate political parties, you did sell we now say you don't get the power, because if you try with APC you'll be committing contempt of court, a very contempt of court where they don't care. So one person they afraid contempt of court, the other person Peter Conte any afraid contempt of court, and then Fisher we're supposed for kind of like make clarity on this thing. It's over. It's 1 month. Yes, 4 weeks yesterday.
Right.
Since they say they passed ruling on the contempt of court. If even self you don't want to go against as Peter Conte, just make clarity on your ruling. Oh no.
Absolutely, Kashi. Yeah, you know, and to that point, you know, let me remind the PPRC chairman again. Like you always ask, Kashi, was the executive of former President Nkrumah and Payansane illegal? Because PPRC as the regulatory body for regulate political parties alone. Now the first for them blow the whistle in the first place to say the executive was illegal. And therefore, if the executive was illegal, and then he give them a timeline and say, una for go ahead and form a convention, organize a convention, for now una pick new executive, then the political party at the time, let's say former President Nkrumah and Payansane, they say, no, we don't pick no executive now, we executive is legal. Then the PPRC chairman, when they're going to court zonal for Peter Conte, matter of fact, he get the authority for even call the court, because he gets power for call the court, say this executive is illegal and for dissolve them, let them form an interim committee. So again, what did the PPRC chairman do? So let me answer with that question. Was the executive of APC, because we don't forget all this talk, so if the PPRC chairman be really doing work? Yes, sir.
Now me can't get problem with the one day we take the APC to court. Now me can't get problem with them. In 2013, I do one training with NEC and PPRC. I do that training day with NEC and PPRC. I just the fend the paper then I ask you. Ibrahim, any step where a political party want for take, it go first na PPRC. Anything where political party want for do, you need a common you go court direct. Ibrahim, you need to go na court direct. You need to go na court direct. It just tell like where they want make law. President they just sign law we no pass parliament. No. They go na parliament. When parliament go agree, then the president come, he sign them. It's all law. Now when people ask you go don't exhaust this tier now, they say we know they say we law go court for interpretation. Now law go court.
Got you.
Because the APC people they not say if they go PPRC, they're not going to forget headway. Now they can just go direct to the court.
Right.
Even a political party where so now like we communicate at this now. Now a senior member at the APC party, if he want resign at the party, we want resign at the party where they write a resignation letter, if they copy PPRC, and then they go copy the court too. If they give a copy to the APC, a copy PPRC say, come equator, it don't resign today from the APC, it don't go to another party. So anything with the political party they do, now PPRC, now then they regulate the political party, and this PPRC, now a recommendation from the TRC. Now a recommendation from the TRC.
People
say now they regulate political party. Anything with political party they do, now PPRC now he make Unayeri Abla Masiande, he say after the 24th of January, the ECOWAS protocol not get the mandate for supervise any delegate conference.
Got you.
They don't talk say the Koto.
Yeah.
They don't talk say the Koto. They don't talk say they say the PPRC. They say the PPRC boss say it say the ECOWAS protocols no go give the PPRC chairman the mandate after the 24th
of January for let it supervise any elections and any political party when they get any activities, PPRC for witness.
Right.
PPRC for Kudi.
I got you.
When we go na McKinney for go adopt the constitution, that 3 days all we take na McKinney, PPRC was there. Abraham Asiande be dead. He be dead because he be dead for regulate for let you say is he. Not for the court for dead, not for Fisher for dead. You know, see, so Ibrahim, the people they use the advantage, can't take this party, take and go na court because they know say they want use the government for ensure say then derail the process of the party. They make APC because if in a PPRC then we go so, PPRC no say the ANESCO man the executive, now legal executive according to the 1995 constitution. Illegal, but then these guys then do and deliberate me say no, we let go PPRC. We na court direct we dey go. Now I make you the listen now the PPRC boss, he tell we say now, he say in order for put on again by the court ruling, let them not call for contempt of court. Because when I don't let PPRC down, I don't go court. And anything what the court don't say by the court in law, anything what court don't say 9 for 2, you don't able for balance up.
People, so I get your point, but yeah, I get your point. But again, like when also you and communicator make that point earlier, where it is different where a member of the party, right, come out and say they're gonna court, they get it right. No member they're gonna PPRC say, hey, my party, and so. The PPRC chairman not get for deal with the members of the party per se, that the executive now gets control over. So where we establish that fact. But I see the point that you're trying to make now. Yeah. At the end of the day,
Ibrahim, me as a member, now the All People's Congress Party. If I did so right now at the party, if the party want to pull me illegally, now the party, if they want to pull me illegally, I go first to PPRC. When I go to PPRC, the PPRC will go look the constitution, how they for pull me, how they not for pull me. If PPRC try now, they go to court for interpretation.
I got you.
They go to court and PPRC, then they regulate the political party. They want to mean political party. Everything that they regulate.
No, what you want to do? Nobody rights. We don't want to take anybody in franchise right for do if for do. The court na illegal means we each and every single thing for use. Not to say for if you possible na court to do bad. The only way they do bad, the way they go court, you go allow for the government use it for only party to ransom. The PPRC they deal with the man make it very clear. If you listen to the statement, it say I know they deal with an executive to elected executive. In the deal with an executive will be say not to cut gear, but that's not true. What Ibrahim is saying, point to Ibrahim is, don't say when they talk to if you get to them, say January, okay, it's okay. Well, let's committee down and make convention because they say they deal with them. That's no, they deal with them. If we say that let's committee kill to convention, they deal with them.
Absolutely.
So the is someone going to court, right? Then we can say no, go back to history. APC don't get court case between 2002 to 2005. 12 court case, and it's why they are saying court number, they go number to 12 different court case. SLP don't get court case. Every political party they get somebody. You see, now pull their right for good at court. The only thing, let the man not take television, no responsibility. Their responsibility. The point of Ibrahim raised, let the one not say PPRC chairman responsibility for the APC party based on what he said out of even code the section the way get the power for the political party them. So no say no to the end. Because you are there to miss a comment if you do something not satisfied or if you do something satisfied, and they go to court to them. That mean right. As a member, you know right. So we know they take no only right for good at court. You know they take not to the look now. Now the way how they want use the court for disadvantage the APC party, and the man want to take that as an excuse for dodge from irresponsibility, which is responsibility. That's the point here.
Absolutely. You know, very salient points at the end of the day. But you know, the fact of the matter remains when we go through this whole thing, lawyer Ibrahim Sori, now the posting now we get the responsibility for take the APC party to lower level elections. So now they wait for now 1 year from everybody now demand that they now win at the man of the moment. Now you get the authority now in the power. Now you for us submit the names them to, and then once you get the names then we don't know how far I don't go with the names them, but we know say Honorable Abdul Kagbo don't give your names them, but we know say that deviant, the coup plotter, that rebel within the APC party. We don't say not giving your names there yet. At this particular point, that's what we know. We don't know yet until hopefully we hear it from lawyer Ibrahim Sori within the next few days. We go talk to the Salon people and the APC party. Let them understand who side the process don't reach by this particular point in time. But we comrade, Kashi People's Power, we can all challenge the fact that the PPRC chairman is just the scapegoat, the court system. But the PPRC chairman, after we Fisher make a ruling and don't appoint the ITGC, the ITGC is a legally constituted. Matter of fact, it's a judicially constituted law. I can go back to say Fisher and ruling not constitutional. Fisher not be getting no right for dissolve the executive. I can go to that. But I'll say on the basis of the fact that APC accept the ruling At this particular point, the PPRC chairman self gets control and power for regulate the APC party because the court don't appoint. And one time he said the judge in ruling where he give, the PPRC chairman for respect and honor the ruling of the court. The only way he can respect and honor the ruling of the court now for regulate the APC party within the confines of waiting at the responsibilities of the ITGC. All the names the ITGC for do, all what they're supposed to do, the PPRC chairman for regulates that because now for effect the ruling of the judge. Now for even effect them, now for be the arbiter. Now make if you look, PPRC chairman is a lawyer himself. Because I made an appoint lawyer for being the chairman of PPRC. So if we're able to interpret the ruling of the judge at this particular point in time. So in as much as he don't do well, he writes this letter against Alfred Peter Conte. But I want to say there are legal minds. We not study lawyer, we're not a lawyer, they will not go law school, but we can tell you say based on the fact that what we said don't read enough, the reader don't read. PPRC chairman as a lawyer, get the authority, get the mandate for regulate the APC party within the confines of waiting at the responsibilities of the ITGC. Meaning say the ITGC they form a committee where they for submit names them to the chairman of the TIMEC, when lawyer Ibrahim Sori. The PPRC chairman get the authority for regulate that every political party, every side or whatever the case may be within the ITGC submits their name then they to Ibrahim Sori. And he get the power for make sure say in as the PPRC chairman, he put in foot down, I think that's section 34 of the PPRC ruling. He didn't the letter. He get the authority for putting foot down now and make a decision for say, hey, you have to give us these names. If you don't give me the name there, we're going to go ahead with the process because again, if you claim say, yes sir.
This whole ruling by Fisher, it is calculated. This thing, the too much ambiguity, the too much the too much bait into this ruling, it is so clear. And this is the reason. Again, we don't elect for say this, we don't talk about because you remember we don't always they talk say salon people and people now allow make we sing tentel and pauna. Ibrahim, the ambiguity to this ruling, the lapse system in this ruling. When you talk about like the chairman of the PPRC, what about the lawyer that was appointed in the ruling where say within the 21-man committee, somebody inside the 21-man committee must be interpreting this ruling? Tell me if Alfred Peter Conte they listen to her. If at all they don't say anything. And if you don't advise anything.
Right.
Do you see the lapses? Because the reason why it puts a lawyer there, now for make sure say the guy interpret the ruling. And the lawyer, suppose again for liaise with the judge. Any side where it feels say himself not clear, liaise with the judge. Again, Ibrahim. Maybe before we even talk about Ibrahim Sori, do you think we should get this lawyer for can tell the people waiting advice and waiting na in your stance or with all these things?
That would be nice.
Look at the lapses, Ibrahim. Yeah. Look at the lapses from everywhere. We from one side to the other. Again, we cannot talk about these things and kind of like leave Fisher behind. Fisher, they sit by, they go to watch now, they go to laugh, they say, look there, why I don't pour them. This is exactly how midfield say Fisher go to play with APC right now.
Box.
Yeah.
So let me tell you something. Now, Lekoi will not agree with the members of parliament in the world. Don't ever agree with the government, they bulldoze. We voting the ruling, mean a lawyer, you will interpret the ruling of Fisher. Now, like when the MP will tell me, say, President get right for take money, they're not going for impeachment because they bulldoze, they know, listen. Cash box, them people, they don't win the play, they don't play life. Hey, the people as the chairman and Fisher, they know exactly what's in the department. They know exactly what the department, like Pongfu. They go all about Papique, the Pingos, and the Canada, and anyone do we. We need to create cash box, we need to run that pitch. The man gets a responsibility as the chairman for the political capacity.
Chairman, how about the lawyer? Again, this lawyer guy within the 21-man committee, waiting that instance. Not
to be, that's it. I made you not to learn. We now be still telling that ruling day. They also say the time no they get not to after 6 months. The two be not to who they can cost for not to Fisher as well. Let Fisher go interpret the ruling we make.
But again, before you even get to that stage coming, This guy could have easily been liaising with Fisher on a regular basis for make sure that if they waiting in the do inside the 21-man committee is within the confines of the ruling.
Absolutely, but I guess that's where the contempt of court comes in, because if they don't file this contempt case long term, like how we be say back, they don't for accept the ruling of Fisher. Now, so immediately we Alfred Peter Conte begin misbehave inside the ITGC meeting. Them instead of them crying at the meeting, what they should have done was go to court immediately to say this man violates the terms of the agreement and the ruling of the judge. That would have been the best thing to do. But again, it goes back to the fact, everything that late feeling, and they catch feelings very late. Salon, I don't kill we country like a kill APC, lack of inaction at the appropriate time, condoning unconstitutionality, condoning illegalities within the country just because they feel that the most experienced thing when they follow the easiest thing for do. Every now and again, people are getting lazy and they look for the easy way out. Waiting cost APC this much distress today, the people of the APC party, the supporters them, because also the leadership, not the one they all in the life suites, they make money, then they eat and they chap and go and they get. But the poor people of the APC party where they suffer today, waiting at the team we make then they today, they are so unhappy. A lot of these people don't sick, people they lost their life, them where they verdicts they are from Fisher, which Fisher make the ruling against the former president Nkrumah Empire and sending them. People lost their lives from anger attack, all of these things. But then guys, therefore let them act on time. When something is wrong, you act immediately. Don't wait. Not condone them. Not sit on. They encourage them nonsense. Then they kill the APC. But again, we know say at this particular point in time, Comrade Kashi, People's Power and Salon people, Timek, when Ibrahim Sori, na the lawyer, when the man of the moment, now everybody they wait for now, follow Yeri from him, like can talk to the people of the APC party, let them know exactly whose side we dey. At this particular point in time, there is nothing where Fisher can do. If Fisher come with any kind of crazy ruling again for stop the APC, now the APC people know, the world know, the international community know. And I want the APC to understand the international community is putting a lot of pressure. They don't put beaucoup pressure for this whole thing. All this one are the CBACs where the PPRC chairman, all man they run because they don't tell them say, anything happen in this country and now we all responsible. Now, the organ them we supposed to make sure say this country the democracy work properly. And if we don't want to allow anything happen in this country now, we the old accountable. That is the pressure on the CISO. So the APC people, Fisher safe to God in this day, not get grace for do anything stupid again. If you do anything stupid again for stop the APC, we don't tell them all the time the way APC get for left for conduct elections. Now 218 days, do you remind me a big left 215 days or so? Left
218 days for the election.
218 days to elections. All in days there, I will remind all these numbers. If you go back to the start of the audio, we get all these numbers. We don't put them without line them for let them understand. See, there is not much time on the side of the APC.
The point you make this about like the people, do you think now that the owners of like APC getting their act together is on the people? Because I feel say like what you talk, so the EU, the international community, they put the pressure and all that thing and if the Fisher cannot take any action, they know the power of the people. And I feel say like Abraham sorry need for kind of like go ahead and then saying now Fisher, if you do anything will cause unrest in that country, Fisher will go see under the ICC, bro.
Absolutely, because
because it is crucial for many people to take their position now, Ibrahim. And for me, I think the people, because they look like I say, Fisher don't fail, and the international community, they again, Salon people, I don't want to make, because again, these words they don't use them loosely. People are going to say, oh, that's what they say. We said international community day like for August 10. No, that's not what we're saying. Their eyes, when I look the video, they don't put their money for the election.
Exactly.
So their eyes are on Salon right now. Una need for take una stance. If Fisher do anything dodgy, you will be protected. They will not kill una again in that country. It's not possible. And anything where they take, una make sure say una do am peaceful. Or don't una do protest.
No, Kashi, this is not even Kashi. Me, I don't even put the burden on the people as much as the leaders them all. Yeah, because say at the end of the day, the people can only act when they get serious leaders. They were ready for the front and center. Like how that member of parliament recently say, then they ready for leader protesting, right?
Yeah.
So
and I wonder if that was just that at the heat of the moment. I make that comment say again, right. You need for follow up that again. Maybe certain things they not go out of waiting. Well, this is the thing where make you talk about Abraham Sori. It gets the responsibility now, and the people lead for they go back up, and Abraham Sori need for go with the will of the people.
Abraham Cashbox, they see Chuk na pa young one na dey the sharp. We see Chuk no sharp in young one, sharp in big, but we don't big. That's the truth.
Perfect.
Tuk we want no say for Papa Young one, I didn't know say sharp or not sharp. This thing with APC be not say time early talk today, no time early. Now they don't, now they the team don't spoil. Now they don't be accept them.
Yeah.
Ibrahim sorry now. Now the person, the only person now we get responsibility for make this problem solve the Salone. We they continue for talking on platform say the problem at APC, not to APC problem, a Salone problem. Because for any thing will affect APC, it don't affect Salone. One loss you wouldn't affect Salone right now. I feel long 21,000 so. 21,000. For many government on Canada, the government we don't expect price pass. All government and history for me born. So you could take them 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 10 years, they're not expect price.
I tell you.
But then inside 4 years, no expect price pass 10 times.
Absolutely. You know,
the problem of APC, that's a long problem. So Ibrahim sorry, if you understand, see, you get a responsibility for save the country. Loyal to the country. Salone be past all of us because you know say if you don't miss no company part for save this country, you say the wait and they make so you know can explain to the people of Sierra Leone now all with the rope to man, now all with the put up because now all the part of the committee. So you get a responsibility now one for tell me say me don't try that they not give me it or let me say the people chairman not talk to me that you get a responsibility them we need to speak on them it's a get right for speak to the people of Sierra Leone. You get right for tell you what that be for because no country will talk to somebody you will be saying you not talk no can talk to something is no be talk up. You get the responsibility for law know the way forward. Wouldn't that the way forward, Ibrahim? From now to Monday, Ibrahim sorry for can't tell the people of Sierra Leone the way forward of this year because we know say this thing that affects millions of lives as alone. If they go according to what in the SFP government they plan because they don't finish the competition, they don't say they're going to lose. Then they beat them even at the area they beat them day. So because they get that fair day, they want whole play to us so that they will say no to they will film the excuse. There. We need to allow anybody for full weekend. People as chairman, you need to hide bear your finger. You know the chairman for we regulate the political parties. There is no way to say you know get the power. You get the power for do.
Absolutely.
Ibrahim, come here. Do you feel say maybe it's me own shallow mind? 3 people right now they kind of and I believe say one of the key person now Ibrahim Sori, the PPRC chairman Abdullah Bangura and Fisher. Do you think that they hold the peace and stability to Salone right now?
I mean, absolutely. It's a fact. At this particular point, again, Timek, Ibrahim Sori, the Mao for conducting lower level elections, responsibility. For make sure say, it come out and speak to we and tell we the dates of the lower level election, them, let people prepare. Because again, like I would say, nobody know for pay any mind to Alfred Peter Conte. No matter whose kind of press release we pull all that fake on as soon as see and so on, I just put fake on top of them. Any press release we pull in, I mean it's not legal. The only press release will Salone people recognize and the government of Sierra Leone they recognize now. When I see where they write recently the police clearance, now they direct to for all the political party activities. Now the police direct to because he's the legally person where everybody accept and understand say he's the legal secretary general of that waiting and I get a responsibility for liaise with the people, communicates, press releases, letters, and all that stuff. And the Secretary General that has been established. We all know that, Andy. So when you come to Fisher, what's he go do again at this particular point? Let's say go rule against Alfred Peter Conte for contempt of court. What's he? They send and go jail because that's the only thing actually we for do at this point. Because even after we don't go file this case, Alfred Peter Conte continue for misbehave. So to the point where we go inside PPRC meeting, he walk off. They use derogatory statements. He used bad word inside the meeting. He walk away from the meeting. So if contempt of court, that is the real crime we commit now, not sentenced to jail. A minimum sentence of 3 or 4 months or 6 months to jail for contempt of the ruling of a court. If Fisher serious, that for be the only outcome we would expect from Fisher. Nothing else. Fisher not get the audacity. Don't forget the audacity again. The temerity and the gumption for even come and postpone or push anything or stop anything at this particular point because the lower level elections for go ahead. The only thing we would expect from Fisher now for sentence of Peter Conte to jail at this particular point in time for contempt of court because the evidences are glaring. The evidence is there that we face. The PPRC chairman talk up. Say this man look the letter right now. This man cannot meet tonight. I can't talk to Willek for say in no respect to institution. And when you not respect the institution, where parliament puts together through an enactment of parliament, it is a crime. And people like Alfred Peter Conte for pay the price. And Fisher should prosecute Alfred Peter Conte, sentence him to jail 3 to 6 months for contempt of court for violating the rule of a judge. The judge get the prerequisite, he get the right within his powers for sentence anybody we find guilty of contempt of court because you cannot go against the ruling of a judge.
Even though the ruling might be unconstitutional, but you got to waste them for fight against that ruling. They through the legal system, but you cannot go ahead and go against the ruling because you don't make the ruling. Even as rotten as the system may be, now a ruling we don't make. But like again, I could be telling APC, you cannot accept this ruling. You have to appeal the process. You have to take and take to the Supreme Court. You have to accept the ruling of Fisher, but not constitutional. Who say not accept the ruling of Fisher? They say when I go born lock out or no. When they call for violence or no. We say when I challenge the ruling, appeal through the appeal process. When I take to the Supreme Court of the land, let the Supreme Court go say yes, this body of this political party, the executive was illegal. Then we don't now say the country don't like the country don't smell because again, outside the PPRC chairman sit down, where he sit down and watch the political party, the executive that was legally constituted, where he gets authority over, he sit down and watch the court go dissolve. Enable for tell the court say, I not get power for challenge the court, but this na my observation, this na my view. As far as me know, as the regulatory body of political parties, the executive not illegal for the APC, and I'm not in support of the ruling of the court to dissolve that executive because the executive is legal. It's within, has been operating within the rulings and regulations of the PPRC as a political party in this country. They were all set to go into, conventions, and I don't support the ruling of the court to dissolve that executive at this particular point in time. If the PPRC chairman be serious, that is statement and they for make at a particular point in time. So everybody before knows side stand, but you not do them. So yes, Kashi, these are the three people them we get the responsibility right now in a salon for make sure say then take care of the country. The PPRC chairman no go hide for say no get power for regulate. So go and they get the power for push Alfred Peter Conte. If you not meeting your end of the bargain, so go and they get they go ahead say, Lord Ibrahim, sorry, I don't tell them man there. Everybody for count name, they not count their name there. This man not count name. Let's go ahead with lower level election. Because again, if the PPRC chairman really care, not to lie the lie away, not to gaslight the gaslight way, where he say the membership, because they talk like for say care about the membership of the APC, and he said I make it come out and talk. So if you really care about the membership of the party, and you say time is not on our side, and you say January 24th, Sidoyanda, and you say yes, democracy is being tested right now, and you say the peace and stability of the country in Iran. So God, they give Ibrahim sorry to go ahead. So you get 14 names. Una go ahead and go ahead with the elections, them lower level elections. What if Fisher can tell us? Say no, do am. Is the regulator of the political party? He follow the ruling of Fisher. If Fisher don't say let them do this person no abide. Now the Fisher now for call out for Peter Conte, now go lock him up for contempt of court. Why not give your names away for give? For form the TIMEC committee. Why not give your names them? Fisher for call out for Peter Conte.
They arrest him. Not even lock Alfred Peter Conte up. Let me just
incapable.
Like the devil's advocate.
You talk about PPRC or the judge?
And say, yes, he say, Paddy, this what you're doing is wrong. That's all. So Alfred Peter Conte go back now in shell. But this guy just they play dodgy.
No, Kashi, a judge for lock up somebody with contempt. And the thing is.
But again, Ibrahim, as they interpret all the ruling, Alfred Peter Conte will tell you, say, no, so he says simple majority means that the one they did a meeting and all that in the day. So it could well be, say them like, let me say a right or whatever. But at least, where is Fisher to interpret this thing?
But Kashi, that's the point. Because Fisher don't need for interpret anything. We don't see where Alfred Peter Conte is a deviant within the party. In order to follow instructions, in order to follow the rulings according to what the ruling say. 90-10 of Fisher ruling.
Does the lawyer within the 21-man committee, he don't tell with that?
That's the thing.
Again, this is the thing. Even Ibrahim Sori did for work closely with this lawyer within the 21-man committee for not saying what in Ibrahim Sori they back on. So it is, Ibrahim.
So Kashi,
the thing is just awkward. It's just photo. It's just grapple.
Yes,
it's just grapple.
But the good thing for we Kashi, at least we there for break and talk with people and we don't go understand how convoluted this is. And I make with the tell and say we know what to do. We know what to talk because Kashi, even the lawyer within the ITGC, the best he should have done, we not get much powers, but the best thing for them do, if he respect the people of the APC party, and for them come out at some point and can make some statements and very clear. I hope say not so be the guy who they call one of them TV, them YouTube station, them social media platform. Them I don't know his name. I don't know if he be go talk.
No idea. Okay. I don't know his name. What's his name?
Comrade Sabi. I think he's saying Ba.
Yeah. Like I don't know.
Something Ba or whatever his name is. But
yes.
If
and he's got 20 years standing in as a lawyer, Ibrahim.
Right. And these guys, Yeah, the problem is these guys don't communicate to people. They feel say everybody they say that they take from former President Kuruma. President Kuruma say for talk too much. Yes, because President Kuruma not to how they talk that in action. That nonsense, stupid. But you see now the people again, until the people demand more, the people will only get within and demand. Now less than go get because the people not educated enough for no say. Then people have to talk to we. So like now where the woman they all like the APC, so the youth them, the young people always stand up. Them for us start from the get go for challenge the leaders them first of all. Say, I can't talk to we now. What's in the happen within its ITGC? From that time they will tell them say, stand up, stand up, stand up. Not for wait last minute. Salon law we left last minute. And last minute I bring rebel war. Last minute I destroy we country. We make delicate they like how they so. Last minute action of fine. Everything we happen. No casual person, no cooks person, no make hypocrite to person, not the last to person you got a plan that you at. What you feel that moment, take the action immediately. Salon will be a better country if we continue for act that way. Comrade Kocha, people surround there with we. Well, we want to talk about the NEC commissioner as well. In FTT, why not announce the registration numbers them? Because these are all the things people don't forget about. The killings across the country, the thieving of Marabio, where he traveled recently, Kashi. Maybe you want to talk on that, Kashi. $2.6 million within a month. Kashi, talk about the possibilities, talk about the factories, talk about the eradication of drugs, epidemic in our country. Because when youth are engaged, they're not going to think about drugs business. Because an idle mind is the dwelling place of the devil. Kashi, talk on that. The economic impact of $2.6 million to be spent by a president within 1 month just for travel within the country. Let's talk on that. We're only 1 hour now, exactly 1 hour, Kashi.
Absolutely, Ibrahim. You see, the question people for us for the last 4 years, with all the traveling by this president, waiting he don't do, with all the economic hardship where it is say, as long according to the bank governor, we say as long as COVID and Ukraine war still ongoing, there is nothing they can do. So why do you travel then? What do you go do for the lives of the people? What are you transform life? I listened to Ibrahim again, a civil society, apparently a civil society called what's his name? Sayo Lamin or so was on AYV this morning. They talk say, it better for make fuel price, make fuel go up than not available at all. You see, Ibrahim, the recklessness again. What's their name? Sayo Lamin. Ibrahim, Tommy, Adu, Fatoma. Ibrahim, I don't want to play that game, but this is becoming really annoying anyway. It affects lives in that country. For make you tell you, they talk, say again, and they always tell people the biggest subsidized nation now America, especially when it comes to the petrol, the gas. Now America. Imagine as rich as they are, as the people having jobs, they're able to provide for themselves, but America still they subsidize. How can you tell me it better for make them put them up than they actually kind of like many petrol on it at all? That $2.6 million could have helped to subsidize the fuel price, Ibrahim. If we don't even provide job for the people, this is how they see we youth them. Imagine, Ibrahim, we always talk about this. Then they take with timber them, then they send and go China. Young man, then they become millionaire. Young man, then they able to provide, get job. We say go pay them $50,000-$100,000 a year. We own, then they take with youth man, them go open waska for them, like car wash for them. And then when they're not even able to feed themselves, Ibrahim, then they begin to take drugs. You see, this is not the life. Every time I talk about this, Ibrahim, it pain me because the potential of Salon for make you get few people minute, they make decision on millions of people, they destroy their life. Ibrahim, that thing they can pain me. It's like for make a ton soldier man, a kind of like, take a plane, go kill all the dog there. The politician there. Seriously, Ibrahim. Sometimes it can really pain me. For me, to see a country full of like resources where we can able to translate, for make them better their lives. We will watch them lives, they were wasted. How painful can that be? Ibrahim, think about this. For make you papa left for you. Mansions, but yet still you live a subdued life. You live in abject poverty. This is how Sierra Leoneans then they Everything is there for them. Just for make them take the mansion, they translate them, they rent them, they renovate them. So it kind of like become like rentable. It become like, you know, outside people and go leave, outside people and want for kind of like rent, the kind of building the way people and want. This is all Salone need. For make we just create the image, make Salone, for make it become rentable. Make people and come say, I want to dwell in Salone. No, before that we watch with all the inheritance where we don't get, then giving property them. We they still live in poverty. This is how Sierra Leone. We they still live on drugs just for make we forget about we worries, forget about we trouble. Over to you, Ibrahim and comrade. Comrade, I don't know if you want to come inside because I think since Ibrahim don't walk away because I think it'll reach. But anyway, you know, by the way, guys, before you want to interrupt me again, like, you know, we just want kind of like talk about whilst we talk about the youths, them where they live wasted lives and all that thing, and they, you know, Salone people, it goes back. This thing, I think, comrade make the point. You know, people then go feel say, you know, waiting to go on with APC, so people in the Gladi, so many people in the Gladi. You see, this way they go on with APC, so now in they make una always about Pamada Bio. Now in they make una life the all long time. You know, that's why I see comrade you share like a video or pictures them of like the Kamajo people and back when they come out, like, you know, then they make Toko canteen, like that the old area, like then they say the civil society days they don't come back. You know, now we country comrade Ibrahim. You see, this is danger. Yeah. We country then a crossroad, and if we not fix them, if we not fix the country, we're going to gladly say now APC then they do. No, not to APC then they do. Now on our lives then they be affected now. Yeah. Imagine for make the president the travel spend $2.6 million a month. A month. Or 1 month and a half or so, according to the Africanist press. Yeah. $2.6 million in the travel. That money, if we don't use them for subsidized fuel, the fuel cost now in our country.
Thank you.
I know what subsidy mean. I know what it mean. Anyway, Ibrahim, over to you.
You know, let me let Comrade Kocha talk on this one because Comrade Kocha knows how much President Koroma subsidized. We talk about education, 70% of college fees, 70%. Marabi spent $2.6 million, 1 green month. Me for me, I will call and say in a calendar year, like 1 green data, and I go spend $2.6 million. Subsidization of the we not get treatment facilities them for drug addicts them. Look at the young girl, small girl picking them all day on kush. If girl picking the kush, comrade Kocha, talk to me on that. You get girl picking them, comrade. Girl picking go kush. People picking, girl picking and go take and they rape them, kill them, do anything they want for do. They go get belly, they go get belly way, no one picking way, no be one safe. You go born picking, I like it picking, I mean the generation, the world is so. Talk to me, comrade, on that point. $2.6 million, comrade. Talk about the effect on the people. APC for President Koroma. You see, APC education was important. They assume say people know them here. We all be sabi waiting at subsidization as much because the APC not talk about that. They not educate we, they not make we know. See in the subsidized field, education, all kinds of things. Talk to me, comrade.
Ibrahim, the APC party, President Koroma meet fail. I was meet fail, also fail. He did not see even the subsidized. Ibrahim's like college school, like schools, now 75% even they pay. Now, during the turn of APC, so many people go college and graduate because now little they pay them, they pay them. Mama, even if it's cool, you will pay for picking at university. You see, Ibrahim, where you come by subsidy, APC is the biggest subsidy, the biggest. Can we come on and just answer one caller from the job?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, you know, Ibrahim, like now through comrade talk show, you see, like when they talk about subsidy, again, the reason why I make we for ask this question, Ibrahim, the subsidy now the fact that during like if it's Ernest Koroma time, again, we always they say this. The time where petrol been there 3,750 leons, Ibrahim, they sell them one particular period they will sell them $140 per barrel in the world.
Right.
Right now, we feel they don't sell and sold to 21,000. Now 90,000 and they sell them per barrel in the world. Right now. So the question when Salone people always need for us, why is it that it goes to 20,000, right? 20,000, 21,000 when they sell at 90,000, but Ernest Koroma himself, it went to $140 per barrel, but if they sell them 3,750.
Kashi, slow on that point. Let them go take pen and paper. Let all man go take pen and paper. Let them write that number, that figure we give them, so let them understand the price of fuel. Let them understand waiting President Nkrumah meet, I sell, waiting Mara Biori meets right now, and I sell. All across the world, prices are lowering. Can go over that point the back slowly for them. All man go get pen and paper, write and down. Not for listening no more. Allah say, hey, write and down. Be one you see them, you reflect on them after this audio. Look at the prices and honor the people. And I tell you, Edmond Abu, petrol man, Edmond Abu. Where are you? And also let me put, remember, you do a very good job with increase the tariff on cell phones. You should get the responsibility now. Yes? For can talk about this fuel, Ermabu. Call people again, write a letter now. Where all the petrol and civil society organization, they all don't disappear. But then for APC come back na power next year and they come. We see there. But right now they all don't disappear. Wait them. Kashi, go over that point one more time. Kashi.
Thank you, Brian. You see, again, Salon people, please. The term right now we're at the talk. Petrol in the selling at the world market $90 per barrel, and then now it don't go to 21,000. Now look the difference. At the time, Comrade Ibrahim, during like 2012, 2013, 2014, 15 or something like that, fuel price go up to $140 per barrel. But now the term and the Skoma been the seller 3,750 loans. So a lot of people have all recall, comrade, you can tell when I am. The IMF get for force and a Skoma for take out the subsidy when make it go to 6,000 loans. Then force them, twist hand for make it remove the subsidy for make it go to 6,000 loans. Remember again, Salon people of Ibrahim. Imagine if they force this man, therefore make it take out subsidy, it go to 6,000. Why is it that this government they claim say subsidy not day, subsidy not day, but yet still the thing go to 20,000? Whose side we go wrong? Where it be say the price of fuel not be ever it kind of like they below $100, $120 per barrel. Ibrahim again. Wait I want to make Salon people. Let me remind people again. The same way they be kind of like increase fuel to about 9,000 or so. This very government, they tell we say they're not able to subsidize fuel anymore. According to them, they say they're able. So that now be 9,000 increase unto Ibrahim. You know what's going to be the seller at that particular time? It was $75 per barrel. Now, so they be the seller. They increase unto 9,000 without the fuel, without the subsidy, sorry. But if now fuel get 90,000, which is like a $90, which is $15 increase, Ibrahim. Why the thing for over double the amount where them be put at 9,000 leons? Where they say they be exclude every subsidy. Ibrahim, I remind people again. This is a pressure from the international community, IMF and the World Bank, because they've disbursed so much money to this government for cushioning the effect. And remember, even this price, this stupid civil society guy, we're going to AYV, they talk, say, oh, they better for make the increase them that not available. IMF and World Bank always don't they give a country money for cushioning the effect of the impact of this war and the COVID. They don't give him money. Again, I tell people, over the COVID years, the 2 years, they approved $1 billion to Salon. This was meant for cushion, for able to subsidize. Who say people are not able to meet. But what's happened? Because they don't eat all the money, IMF, they force them now for spend money some side. Because they don't eat all the money, and the only way when they come back and take from the people and now for like make them kind of like take from the people and the basic needs them, the petrol. You remember when they try for increase the tariff? These are all means them when they try for say, oh, I need to spend money, and then they go and spend and now they put them on the burden. Then they put the burden on the people.
Right.
Ibrahim.
Thank you. It's sad, Kashi, but we'll continue for educate and sensitize. So we found them. Like I was talking back, the man of the moment is lawyer Ibrahim Sori. Now the chairman of the TIIEMC, when at the Transitional Interim Elections Management Committee. Now him responsible for giving the dates them for conducting lower level elections. and take APC into convention. Now the man that they will charge with the responsibility. At this particular point, in a nutshell, just for reminder again, you listen to this, when I stop for pay any mind to Alfred Peter Conte, when I not listen to him anymore, when I come out now in Twitter page. But the fact, if you follow him, go and follow him, when I left for go talk, comment under and tweet them. Now the attention that they get make it feel say powerful. People like those don't give them attention. They are narcissists. You know, he gets in your ways, he's thinking the way they think, and so that attention, like a thump, when I get attention, that's it. It continues to go because when they reward in foolishness. So for you to follow on Twitter, the reward in foolishness. On follow them, when I come up here and when I left for watching tweets, when I don't pay attention so anymore. When I keep on a mind on the ball, we're moving forward. Honorable Abukagbo, now one for your from, and lawyer Ibrahim Sori. Honorable Abukagbo, November 15th, tweet him out clearly. He said, now that the TIIEMC has been legally constituted, which means say the TIIEMC get the authority for move on now. Now would they pay attention to? Now would they wait for? Lawyer Ibrahim Sori is the man of the moment. APC people, we just want to know, is the man of the moment. And if you look at the PPRC ruling, the PPRC letter where they write against Alfred Peter Conte, it did clearly say Alfred Peter Conte not they obey instructions. So therefore, we not wait for one man. One man not go slow the APC party. Lawyer Ibrahim Sori should be very cognizant of this fact. If we understand this very important point, and I share this with Lawyer Ibrahim Sori, let him know. We all believe say he's a fine gentleman until he prove himself otherwise. But at this particular point, now the man will take the APC into victory in 2023. The ball is in his court. Fisher will wait for him. Until 1 month longer, insert Fisher and a contempt now of the people. They contempt, they feature the people. Because for like, 1 month after them go file a contempt case, bring a ruling to that case. 1 month later, I mean, not disrespect to the people, disrespect to democracy and disrespect to institutions. But let's start reminding again, Fisher is the man we then come with as a mercenary. He's a paid operative of the SLPP. In your work now for destroy APC, anything we get APC power for destroyer. And don't forget, say Fisher gets this bad blood because he get some problem with some corruption case becoming where be lost in job. So he get a thing there against the APC. Don't forget all that thing there. But if Fisher and anyone for test the democracy will get delicate today. And see the PPRC chairman don't make them very clear for say there is no extraneous factor with the old APC as a party where we wait for see if na Fisher and the one person we go come and bug the APC at this time. Una the people of APC, una continue for keep the momentum going. Una dinner, una party office them every day. Una occupy una party offices them. Now una office them. Now una space them. Now una membership dues una pay. Now you make una get her. So una party office them. Una occupy them. Una begin cookery. If na a person get 2 corporates every day, una cook, una eat, una did it, una the interchange, una get a shift. Everybody they come, una make sure say una maintain the party office. And people and we not get any business, they will go for go create confusion at the party office. Una not allow them there. Period. Una know the faction we don't go align themselves with Peter Conte. And you will align yourself with Peter Conte, you get yourself for blame because we they watch una. People and feel say we get a short attention span. We don't misbehave today tomorrow and say, oh, we are comrades, APC. Then they get for done APC. We not tolerate that foolish. Thing I make the party the struggle like I struggle today. Would I misbehave? And if I remember back when Payansanebe was very hopeful at the time when Fisher for passed the final judgment, we all might be feel say we regard up to constitution. That's it. We don't take the selection clause. Let's move on. We Payansanebe talking for say all I want to do misbehave at the APC. Then go deal with them. Now Alpha Khan go to one meeting. Silver Blight and the whole. Remember we didn't talk. They wait for we no more. Una sit down. Wait. No watch. And Fisher go pass the ruling for go against the APC for dissolve them. The PPRC chairman not talk nothing. We say the executive was very legal, but the PPRC chairman sit on a watch a political party way for protect because he get a mandate for protect political parties. That a responsibility to protect executive of political parties. He abduct, he not doing work way for do as the PPRC chairman. He sit on a watch and dissolve the APC. We say we not accept the ruling. But we not be able for listen to within 10 days. Some of us talk, we put all kind of audio. Some man can talk, all kind of talk. We talk about Alfred Peter Conte and all audio. They like today we see now they share the audio. Then now they and Chris man they can't talk. Be we all talk. They can't talk. Be we. Then but they think that's the guy can't talk. Can vomit nonsense that the place. Now they share the audio. They continue to share the audio. Then they let people know. Salon people. Ibrahim Usa on the day. Inside the past 4 years, which I don't do against the SLPP. Lord have mercy, if I be turn that kind bazooka there against the APC, a different thing. But the last 6 months of election, when we can join inside this fete, yes, we went against the APC. I spoke against the APC personally. I say enough is enough. We want more. We want more. Mortal man whose appetite for being insatiable. Me not dissatisfied with what those are they so. Mortal man is satisfied almost say, okay, I don't reach at this level and therefore stop. No, you got to continue for push in life. Every day which you do matters. It goes a long way. So we camp. Can the Yumkela say, "Na he want power"? Can the Yumkela? We all see in resume that man. Nobody really tell me about in resume. Can the Yumkela is one of the man in a salon we get the finest resume. But to God, he proved himself this time for say he's not the person where we feel safe for be a leader that we that country there, because we get an opportunity as a member of parliament. We get immunity. It failed the people of salon. You know, Kashi can go on and on and on with them freestyle there. But I think still I left and salon people there. You know,
Absolutely.
from there.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. All right. Bye-bye, everybody. We'll come back to all that tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, Ibrahim, look,
Yes,
you shouldn't underrate yourself. Everybody in our social media, they do. Trust me, salon people will come to the real. I think the problem we get sometimes, you get people who they say, "Oh, I don't listen to these guys. I don't listen to them because we don't do this, we don't do." Then they fail for realizing that you think you do me. No, you know to me you do. You do yourself. You do yourself. So salon people, these things that we're saying, let me tell you now one thing. If me be suspected Ibrahim is not genuine, I'll never. If Ibrahim don't suspect me not genuine, I don't feel say they join me. We are in this fight. If we know waiting with the talk, the time we spend in the background talking about salon, feeling pain about salon. If we know, if pass this time we will talk to una salon people. Look, we care about salon. We care about our lives because we are not deserved for go through waiting that they go through. So,
Kashi, there's a time for everything. But Kashi, listen, man, the kind power where you control and dominate that I consider, I got no more know the equation of man. But anyways,
we're not gonna start this today.
No, Kashi, but what we're doing, is to save the soul of that country and we generation.
Absolutely.
Because when history is going to be written at some point, at least they don't say, what's in the way I do. Kashi, I don't listen to people. Kashi, if I really listen to people, I don't come on social media. I don't time. I don't listen to because I'm a man of my own. Kashi, I have my mind. Yeah. My mind is controlled. Yeah. Kashi, I did read, I did research. I don't need. I didn't listen positive and foolish.
Yeah.
So I don't go no more. But anyways, thank you everybody. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Thank you.